Here are 5 mind-blowing fragrances in my collection. Let's go. What's going on, guys? Your boy Jerry back on the inside with another edition of Men's Fragrance and Fashion Extra, and today we're talking about 5 mind-blowing fragrances in my collection. Alright guys, in my collection. So you may ask, what is the criteria for a mind-blowing fragrance? Well, for me, my criteria is, you know, those fragrances that you've smelled 1,000 times before, but every time you pick up the bottle to smell it, it's like the first time you're smelling it again. That's a mind-blowing fragrance for me. So these 5 fragrances here, including one honorable mention. Every time I pick these fragrances up, I just go back to that first memory I had of this fragrance, and it's just like first time I'm smelling the fragrance again. That's mind-blowing to me. These are also fragrances that if you wear in particular environments, in a particular setting, you will get compliments, right? You will get compliments. They have the potential to do that. All right, so before we continue, guys, please drop a like on the video. If you appreciate my content, it goes a long way. It helps out the channel, guys, so thanks in advance. I really appreciate it. So these fragrances are my opinion, guys. If you have a different opinion, no problem, leave it in the comments. Let me know your 5 mind-blowing fragrances that you have in your collection, and we'll interact there. All right, so without further ado, let's get into the first one. So the first one I'm gonna talk about again is an honorable mention, and this one is coming from the house of Hugo Boss, and this is Hugo Boss Bottle Absolute. To me, one of the best designers that have been put out in quite some time. All right, so this one again, it's a warm, spicy, leathery, smoky, amber, balsamic type of fragrance. So yes, it does smell somewhat similar to red tobacco, Carlisle. It's that type of DNA, it's that type of profile, but it smells really good on its own. When I wear this, I just enjoy it for what it is. And again, it's for that guy who is very confident, you know, guys who just, they are their best selves in the nighttime, you know, going out, some type of high-end business function, somewhere in some hotel, in a restaurant. You know, it's a nighttime type of fragrance, very cozy as well. It's cozy, but it's aggressive at the same time. So, you know, when somebody picked this up, it's like, wow, that guy knows what he's about, definitely. All right, so this is for the confident guy, not for everybody. Again, it has that leathery, smoky aspect, so you have to like that type of DNA to enjoy this one. But I wanted to mention this one as an, well, honorable mention today. Hugo Boss Bottle, really good fragrance. All right, so to the actual list now. Mind-blowing fragrance, well, number 1 in a sense. All right, so this fragrance here, guys, yeah, for me, it's like every time I smell this fragrance, it's like the first time I'm smelling it, it just blows my mind. I really enjoy this fragrance, and let's get into it. So this one's coming from the house of Frederic, Malle, and this is Musk Ravageur. All right, so this fragrance is a warm, spicy, vanilla, musky, powdery type of fragrance, blended really well. It smells awesome. This fragrance here is not going to fill up a room, but it's that type of fragrance that you're in close quarters with your significant other or even friends, but you all are in close quarters. You know, you're not in a large room, in a smaller room. This one is going to pick up, but for me, I wear this for me. This is a fragrance that I just enjoy for myself. So sometimes I even put this on to go to sleep sometimes because it just smells so good. When I wake up in the morning, wow, it's still there and it's still smelling just as good as when I've sprayed it on in the nighttime. All right, so warm, spicy, cozy, vanilla, smooth. It's a great composition. If you've never smelled it, I suggest you get your nose on it, but get a sample. It's very expensive, and see if it's up your alley. All right, but this is timeless to me. Will never go out, will never die. Smells awesome. All right, so mind-blowing fragrance number 1. Mind-blowing fragrance number 2. This one is, you don't really see this one being talked about, but I don't know, anytime I smell this or anytime I pull this from my shelf and sniff it, it's like the first time I smell it. It's really nice. So this one's coming from the house of Navitus Perfumes, and this is Xtra Brandy. All right, so big up yourself, Sean, one time. I would have link with Sean for this one. All right, so this is it's a warm, spicy, cozy type of fragrance. So what you get here is like the dates. You get almonds, you get coffee, you get kind of chocolatey vibe, you get brandy, of course, Xtra Brandy. It just smells really good, composed well, smooth, well rounded. It smells really good. So of course, if you like that type of scent profile, you're gonna enjoy this one. Again, not much people talk about this, but it's really good, and this is a fragrance that will definitely pull compliments for you. So you know, you're going out in the nighttime, again, this fragrance will do really well. All right, so mind-blowing fragrance number 2. All right, so mind-blowing fragrance number 3. This one, most of us know this one already, but this fragrance has this effect on me And anytime I just take the bottle and smell it, it's like first time I'm smelling this one again. I really like this fragrance, and I really don't care what nobody else thinks. This is coming from the house of Initio, and this is Oud for Greatness. All right, so one of the best and mass appealing oud fragrances out there. Of course, we all know the cologne Oud for Glory. It was cloned for a reason, right? This fragrance does well, so of course it's a warm spicy oud. Mainly it's a oud fragrance, right? But it has that type of spicy saffron vibe, and it has a fresh spiciness to it as well, but it also has a warm spicy vibe, and it has that lavender aromatic type of vibe. So this one, Oud for Glory, just, yeah, every time I smell it, it's like the first time. It's mind-blowing to me. Well done. Again, it's been out there for a while, but it's still a fragrance that I love to smell. All right, so mind-blowing fragrance number 3. The rain is starting to fall. I hope that doesn't affect the quality of the sound here. But anyway, let's move on. So this is another one. This one is awesome, guys. Mind-blowing every time. Big up yourself, Timothy, right? This is coming from the house of by Kilian, and this one is Black Phantom. I remember smelling this years ago, fell in love with it. And then I just, you know, got caught up in other stuff and forgot about it. And I was reminded recently how good this thing is. So this is a, there's a lot going on here. One of the best gourmand fragrances on the market I've ever smelled, all right? This is really, really mind-blowing. This is sweet caramel, coffee, chocolate. It has a lot going on here, guys. This fragrance here, again, it's done well. It smells absolutely amazing, guys. It will blow your mind. I know this one is not just me. I know a lot of persons who agree with what I'm saying here. And yeah, you wear this, you're definitely going to get our attention because it's just so awesome. All right, so by Kilian Black Phantom. You never smell it, get your nose on it, get a sample, get something. But you need to smell this, guys, to understand what I'm saying here. Mind-blowing fragrance number 4. All right. The last one, mind-blowing fragrance number 5. I spoke about this one recently. Everyone may not agree, but yeah, I know a lot of persons who love this one, including myself. So this one's coming from the house of Boadicea de Victorious, and this one is Ardent. All right, Ardent, guys. This is a rose and amber fragrance done to perfection. Very smooth, very well blended, very rounded. It has a type of beeswax feel there, but it's not like the forefront. It just kind of balances off, just give it a nice unique vibe. So Ardent, you love rose, you love amber, combine them, and this is what you get with a nice unique touch. Every time I smell it, it's like the first time I'm smelling it. I really love this fragrance, and it just does well for me. All right, so you never smell this one either, get a sample, check it out. So these guys are 5 fragrances in my collection that I consider to be mind-blowing. I just feel like it's the first time I'm smelling it every time I smell it. All right, they're awesome, they smell great. If you have any of these and you agree, let me know in the comments. If you've been having your eye on these, whatever, let me know. Let's get the interaction going. But these today are my 5, including 1, so 6 mind-blowing fragrances in my collection. There are a few more. I probably may do a part 2, but for today, these are the ones that I selected, and yeah, just throwing them at you. All right, guys, so awesome fragrances. Before we continue, guys, please drop a like on the video. If you appreciate my content, it goes a long way. It helps out the channel, guys, so thanks in advance. I really, really appreciate it. So now we do it here, guys. Stay fresh, smell your best, and I'll catch you all in the next video. So until then, I'm out. Take care. Peace.